What's up guys, it's Darius, and today I have some more Kingdom Hearts 3 slash kinda Final Fantasy VII news. Now all of this information and news comes from interviews from Tetsuya Nomura himself, from interviews that he's had with actually three different websites, Destructoid, and Dengeki, and also a French blog gaming website called Gameblog. So I'm just gonna go into each one of these interviews and tell you what he said in short, to basically keep this video a little bit shorter, but also get you all the important news that he said out of the way. If you want to see exactly what he said, all three links to all three of these interviews will be in the description below. So the first interview that he had was with the gaming website Destructoid, and he basically answered each of the questions. The first question was, or mention was that, how Sora has different clothes now, and I think the interviewer asked him, will there be drive forms coming back, and Nomura said yes, where they're basically considering it, and that he enjoyed making different designs for the drive form. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good chance that they'll come back, since he enjoyed making those drive forms and the costumes with it. Then they asked, what about the world process? Basically what they meant was, what's your process for picking the different worlds, and basically how does that come about? And he basically said that sometimes Disney suggests different worlds, but actually the development team for Kingdom Hearts has more sway and more say in what worlds and gameplay mechanics are added to the game, which is a pretty good sign that Square does have their their creativity isn't being held back by Disney that much anymore, which is awesome. So the game can be as good as they want it to be. The next thing was Destructoid asking Nomura, what's the difficulty when you're picking from Disney, since Disney owns so many IPs and they have so many things now, especially with them owning Star Wars and Marvel and all that stuff, which he specifically brought up, the interviewer. But Nomura basically said that, it's always been difficult, but usually the things that, it usually falls to them having to downsize from what they picked from, according to like their schedule for development, and also what they're able to get, design wise to work for the game. So I think that's a pretty good answer, basically saying that their development and their plan for each Kingdom Hearts has been the same throughout. Obviously this time it'll be a little bit more different. This is like the last one in the Xehanort saga, and they're probably going to add as many worlds as they can and make them awesome. But yeah, again, it's good that they have consistency. He also mentioned some stuff about Final Fantasy VII, mentioning that he was very surprised by the reaction for the 7 remake reveal, and he wasn't and really isn't nervous to work on it, just because that's really how he is. He's not really nervous on things that he wants to work on, but some of his coworkers were, and he got many texts before going to sleep saying congratulations, on the reveal and the feedback from it. And then he thought maybe he did do something actually that was pretty big, so he really didn't realize how big this reveal was to everyone until he got all of those congratulations back from other people. Now we're going on to the next interview with Dengeki, and they started off with some Final Fantasy VII remake stuff, saying he basically said he can't say anything until winter, but it's not just a simple remake. The gameplay and the story additions are happening, so there will be some additions to the story, besides the visuals, to this remake. And a lot of people really didn't, probably realize or think that would happen, but I think it's pretty good. We're just not getting the same game from, almost 20 years ago. And then he, answered a question about attraction flow in Kingdom Hearts 3, and he said that obviously the user interface will change in the final game depending on which attraction flow you use, and they will occur spontaneously depending on certain conditions. It sounds very much similar to either a mix between Birthright Sleep, Keyblade transformations, or I guess limit breaks or limit drives in Kingdom Hearts 2. So we really don't know much on how those attraction flows work, but as the game is going more in development, we see more stuff, we'll probably figure it out. He also confirmed that the cutscene that we see in the beginning of the latest trailer from E3 is the exact cutscene we'll see in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3. So I mean, a lot of people kind of speculated that, including myself, since he did confirm last year that that discussion that young Ericus and young Xehanort have at the end of the 2.5 HD Remake E3 2014 trailer. That's a discussion that will happen at the beginning of the game. So, now we just got a visual on it, and now we know that cutscene will be at the beginning. So the last interview he had was with Gameblog, and he said some stuff about Final Fantasy VII again. He said stuff like character design, story, and gameplay, but not too much of 7 will actually be changed, just so that they can have the same feel and the same familiarity with 7, but also have some awesome changes to it to bring some new life to it. He also confirmed that 2 teams are working on Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom Hearts 3 at the same time, so neither game will be delayed, and he can both work on those games at the same time without being too stressed out. He also says that Kingdom Hearts 3 is in an advanced stage of development, while 7 is not, but that's obviously due to how long both games have been in development for. Kingdom Hearts 3 has been in development roughly probably about 2 to 3 years now, and 7 probably just started last year. So yeah, that's probably what he meant by advanced stage of development. That doesn't mean that the game is coming out this year in the winter or next year at all. So, the Kingdom Hearts 3 is still very much off, and Final Fantasy VII Remake is even more way off. And the last thing that he had to say was that, Disney is more interactive now with the animations and the quality of the game. And Disney ultimately needs to approve on anything they basically have to do with that game, and which is a good thing now, because Disney is giving them more freedom with the worlds and the creativity with their IPs, but at the same time, Disney wants to approve of the quality of the animation, which we saw in that cutscene in the last trailer, which looks amazing. It looks like almost like a Disney movie, but just inside of a game. So this is definitely working out for them. And the absolute last thing he had to say was that a new world will be announced soon, which I kind of already reported on before, but if you didn't know that, now you do know. So that's basically all of the information that we got from these last couple interviews before E3 ended. If you like anything that you hear, please leave it in the comment section. Please leave your reactions to everything, all the news that I gave you. If you want to read the interviews for yourself, all 3 links will be in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, I have more content like this, so subscribe to my channel for more Kingdom Hearts 3 news in the future, and also some Final Fantasy 7 and 15 news in the future. And who knows, maybe I might do some more stuff depending on what you guys want me to report on. So again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please share the video, favorite it, like it, please comment and let me know what you guys think of all this stuff, and please share my channel with anyone who is not aware of the information and news that I report on, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.